Well, back to at home in the room tonight, not at home in the shed.
Welcome back.
Oh, unbelievable. It's been 5 months since we put the last one up, believe it or not.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
The last shed video was early February, wasn't it? Early February.
Yeah.
And
the world's changed, eh?
Everything changed, didn't it? So we couldn't do anything.
Yeah, this is the first night, or first time I've seen Gary properly in the house.
That's right. It's the first
madness,
one,
you know.
Apart from doorstep chats and that, and you know, pulling up outside and 2 metre distance and all that.
It's just not the same. Ain't been training, nothing. No. It's driving me nuts.
No, it's been,
you know,
been a pretty sort of like pretty bad time, really. I know some people have enjoyed it. They've enjoyed the furlough, and you know,
the lockdown. Yeah.
Some people like it. I don't know, but for me, it's not been good at all. You know. So,
I like the peace and quiet of the lockdown. Don't get me wrong, but you know, I like the normality coming back.
Yeah.
You know, it's quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was weird the way that things were when you'd go out and there'd be just like 2 people walking together, or like, you know, one person, and it was just like 1984 or something, you know, or one in 28 days later or something.
It was really like something really out of a movie, you know. And you know, you think of all, you know, obviously we're all thinking of all the people that have passed away since it happened. It's unbelievable what the families are going through and everything else, you know. And we lost someone close to us.
Yeah.
Dave Nicholas. Yeah. Very sorely missed Dave, I tell you.
Yeah. And he died just like before all this started, really. And I think that, you know, it's like, can't believe really that he's gone and all this has happened. You know, if he was here, he wouldn't be able to believe it.
No, it's crazy.
But
it's crazy. And obviously Rose, my dog, you see her in one of the videos a little while back. She's gone as well, bless her.
Yeah.
You know, it's
been pretty bad start to the year, really.
I was hoping at the beginning of the year 2020 was going to be the one. You know, it felt really good.
Yeah.
I thought this is it this year. I can feel it. You know, it's going to be a great one. But how wrong could it be? It was just.
It's not been good. Not been good at all. I mean, it's like people have been saying, you're never going to forget this year.
No.
This is going to go down in history.
Yeah.
You know, people say 2020. You just want to get it over with now. What you know? Don't know. It's just been.
You know, I like to think the government are with us. Sorry to go all serious tonight, but I think it's nice to have a quick chat about it.
Yeah.
You know, but everyone I ask, not that many people have had COVID that I know of, and people know of. I work with people. No one's really had it. There's only one person, which was a friend of mine whose mum had it, and stepfather, but that was it. That's the only other person I've heard of, and it does make you question it sometimes and think, actually, does it exist or not? Who knows?
Yeah,
you know, it'd be interesting to know your comments at the bottom, so to see what you think. You know,
I mean, it's, you know, it's like people argue about other flus, other strains of stuff. Years ago, we had SARS and stuff like that. You know, there's still no cure for them things, but this was obviously something totally different. But I don't know. Yeah, like you said, you know, it's you know, a lot of people are beginning to question whether it was all for the good. You know, because all it's done really is give a lot of people a lot of mental illness. You know,
it is, and definitely, I'll agree with that one. You know, I've been feeling it myself. You know, and you know, I'm not the same person I was before the lockdown.
No.
You know, not training, not boxing or anything, and you know, I can't wait to get back in the ring.
That's it.
And start fighting again, and this is just madness. Madness.
Yeah, it's good to sort of get back to.
It is. I mean, it was even a struggle to do this tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, that's right, because it's the first one for ages, and it's I mean, I ain't really got much stuff because we ain't been able to get out and buy anything because all the shops have been closed. But I've got some stuff which we was going to talk about before this happened. But I mean, it is a struggle, but like you said, you know, it's got to be done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just got to.
And hopefully it'll bring a bit of normality to you guys as well. So a bit normal, you know. We are getting back, and we're starting to
something different.
You know, we had a few technical difficulties. We were going to do a distance one, weren't we? But
we was going to do one.
His fault.
One.
I tried.
We was going to try and set up something like a massive big boom, weren't we? Like a big boom.
Yeah, something.
We couldn't work it out in the end.
Yeah. So
it's just the only thing is that's lacking in here is a massive big gallery of books behind you.
Well, some over there,
but
but
the politicians have on TV and the experts.
What's a load of old shit that is?
Huge gallery of books behind
to make them look more intelligent. Maybe I can put a green screen at the back, eh?
Well, we've got Iron Man.
Yeah, he's up there now. Yeah,
I mean,
been moved from
just
the shed.
as good, you know.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what. With that said, let's crack on.
Should we get on with the first one?
See what we got.
Okay.
I don't know yet. Ain't got a clue.
This is the first video I got for ages, and I got this just before everything went tits up. And it's it's called
Fucking world ended.
It's called Hey Good Looking, and it's Hey Good Looking.
We go.
And it's the reason why I got it in a shop in Romford that never sells videos, but he had a box of videos in there, and it's by Ralph Bakshi, who done Fritz the Cat and all that stuff. So it's obviously, the minute I saw it, I thought, well, it's going to be an X-rated cartoon kind of thing, and it is 18 certificate, and it's not bad.
She says Vinny's the leader of a gang.
Yeah,
the Fonz clone.
Yeah.
He's got everything except nerve. His friend Crazy Shapiro makes up for the Vinny's shortcomings.
That's right.
With unwitting lunacy, making them perfect partners in crime and love hunting.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. It is an 18.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, girl.
It's a cartoon. It's set in the 50s, and it's got good music in it, good soundtrack. And the animation is good because it's this guy Ralph Bakshi. He was pretty good. I mean, he done Fritz the Cat, Heavy Traffic. He done a few of those like sorcerer things and all, like a thing called Fire and Ice and another thing. But he's done a lot of stuff, and he's pretty good. So it's
that face.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. And the guys that are doing the voices in it is the guys from Mean Streets.
Oh yeah.
So the guy who had the bar. The actor who had the bar,
Tony, fat bloke,
yeah, and Richard Romanus, who was like the other guy. So, and they're the sort of actors that you'd know them because they've been in The Sopranos and all other stuff, any mafia things. And but it's good, yeah. I mean, it was quite good. I mean, and the picture quality wasn't bad, and it is on YouTube because I looked on YouTube and it is on there. But I just got that because I liked the cover.
Yeah,
and it said Ralph Bakshi, and yeah.
As I say, if I can get some clips up tonight, we haven't got the green screen, as you can see.
Yeah.
In the computer room at the moment, so
yeah,
it's a bit of a squeeze in here.
Yeah.
But nice one. So
that's Hey Good Looking.
Hey Good Looking.
Hey Good Looking. What you got cooking and all that, But yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. And the VHS as well.
Yeah. Well, as I was saying, the boot sales have started again now.
Yeah.
So these are the places where you'll find VHS videos, but very, very rarely now. But I've actually been, since this has been going on, I've actually been trying to replace a few of my videos with DVDs because I watched a couple and the picture quality was so bad, and I thought, well, I have to just, if they're cheap enough, I'll buy them.
And
but
now you've moved home, you've got your VHS player set up.
Yeah, it's all set up.
Yeah, so you watch a lot of VHS,
and it looks good. I mean, some of them are still good, Right, this one, the next one, is I think this is a Roger Corman thing or someone like that, and it's Barbarian Queen.
Oh dear! Look at that! Fucking hell! Look at that!
Barbarian Queen.
You've gone like an animation route tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, this was something which I found in the similar when I got that. But the interesting thing about, this actual film. It's nothing special. It's it's like the usual thing, sword and sorcery.
Yeah.
And it's set in that sort of like that time.
And tits.
Yeah, there's a little bit of nudity in it,
Okay.
But the thing about it is that the main girl in it, the main actress, is Lana Clarkson, and I found out that she was the girl that Phil Spector shot. Phil Spector shot that model.
That's right.
And he's in prison there, isn't he?
That's right. Yeah.
And he's messing around with that gun, and she was the girl that he shot.
Yeah, 'cause it was accidental, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
So they say.
Yeah.
But that was her, Lana Clarkson. So
blimey.
She was in that film, obviously, and probably in other things as well.
What swayed you to buy this one?
Well, I picked it up and I thought I've never seen that before, and I immediately thought it looked like it could be quite racy. You know?
So if it was a library book on the cover, you would have walked on by.
I probably would have walked on by.
Yeah.
Even if it had a. See, I didn't know who Lana Clarkson was until I looked online to
Done a bit of research.
Bit of research on the film, you know. Yeah, and
any good?
It's not. It ain't fabulous actually. It's not something I'll be keeping. I don't think.
It's just
it's the fact that it was her, and I thought it was an interesting anecdote that it was the girl that Phil Spector was messing about that Magnum in his house, whatever.
As you do.
And yeah,
says here, set during the days of the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
A simple village is raided by Roman troops.
That's it.
And most of the people
they do.
right, rip it apart. And most of the people are whisked off to be slaves or killed.
Yeah.
3 women survive and set off to liberate their people. A little bit of a revenge film here.
She's got like a younger sister in it who gets kidnapped by this gang.
Right.
Or these rogues, and her and her friends then have to try and get into the city. To try and infiltrate the evil king and that, you know, and like seduce him to get the sister out. It's a bit like a mixture of like Life of Brian and I don't know, Life of Brian and Reanimator or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's Brian coming out. No, fuck off. Brilliant.
The other thing I've got to just mention is please excuse this haircut, because this isn't the normal Shirley Temple, Harpo Marx look that I pretend I like to, you know. But obviously, I'm going to get a haircut.
Curlied up to the eyeballs, he is.
So my barber's open tomorrow on Sunday. He's
Lou?
Yeah, he's open tomorrow because I went past it today. There was a slight queue. It wasn't a major queue, but he said to me, "I'm open tomorrow, Gal." He said Sunday. So I said, "All right." So I'll probably go and get it sorted out tomorrow. So the next video, I'll be back to my normal short back and sides.
Lou, very famous in this area. I've been cutting everyone's hair, even our neighbours.
Yeah, and what's name goes there and all. Andrew Rosendale.
Does he?
Yeah, he goes there. Yeah. In fact, I've seen him walking around with the long hair and all.
Is he? I'm the only one that's got short hair at the moment.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I wish I'd have been one of them guys that always had a number 5.
Yeah.
Because then I could have just carried on zipping it with the what do you call the thing?
What, the old the razor line? Yeah.
You know?
But I had like the really bald hair and a bit on top, and in the end, like Kid and Play, wasn't I? You didn't see me, did I? Fucking up here it wasn't. I'll sit there, take it off, fuck's sake. Fucking horrible.
I know, you see like haircuts, like I remember you had that haircut, didn't you, years ago?
What, Kid and Play?
No, when we was at BT, you had like quite a good haircut on top, like hair on top and shaven sides, and you had the goatee beard or the moustache, and I say you look like John Dillinger.
That's right, yeah.
You see pictures of John Dillinger, like, you know, that's what he looked like.
I'm surprised you didn't mention my barber's was shut down for refurbishment, and we were going out on the piss one night, weren't we?
Mm.
And we thought we'd go out in the afternoon and have a few drinks and all that sort of stuff. And I thought, fuck it, there's a hairdresser's over there. I'm going to go in there.
Just going to go in there, like, you know.
I should have known, because she said to me, "Oh hello." She said, "What do you want?" And I explained what I had done, shaved at the back and a little bit off the top. And she went, "Where do you want your partnering?" I thought, partnering? What about
1990?
Yeah, but, you know. Anyway, it was shocking. I paid her. I was disgusted. I just threw the money at her and walked out. And this fucking lot was in the pub waiting.
You came
was it
waltzing in, didn't you?
Fucking hell, right, ripped me to bits.
Couldn't believe it, yeah.
Fucking like that, like a Buffon,
yeah.
Like Lionel Blair, wasn't I? Fucking horrible it was, lacquer in it.
Really made a
terrible.
Mess of it.
Never again.
Oh, terrible. Speaking, like talking of haircuts, I mean, I was talking the other day about years ago. I went to get my hair cut. This place we all used to go to, and the guy I told him what I wanted, and he got it totally wrong. And I come out of there, and I remember walking down the street, and my mate saying, "What's he done to your hair?" And what he'd done, he'd cut the top, but he'd left the sides. So I had it was like
Shakespeare.
It was like Shakespeare, like William. It was like a cross between William Shakespeare, Deputy Dog, and Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits, and it was a mess. And I got home and I said to my mum come home from work and she had a right hard day at work, and I said, Mum, I said, quick, I said, get Rosemary up here. There was a lady down our road that used to cut hair. I said, got to get her to sort this hair out. And she said, oh, I don't want her up here tonight. I'm tired. I've had a long day. I don't want her up here.
You didn't want to hear that, did you?
I said, no. I said, just get her up here, please. Just do it. And because this lady used to come up to our house as well sometimes for a fag, because her husband didn't like smoking. So she'd come up to our house and stink the place out and then go home, you know. But this particular night I didn't care. I said, get her up here. Anyway, she came up and she sorted my hair out, and actually it was a really good haircut. And I remember going in the pub, my mate saying, oh, it's a really good haircut, where'd you get your haircut? And I said, well, it was a mixture really of
a mixture of two places.
But yeah, I mean, but the thing was, because it was so short on top and she trimmed the sides and it did look like a number 5, like a suede head. Yeah. And I should have kept that look in, really.
Oh, mate, it's a classic.
Oh.
Shakespeare. Would you like to tell the story of Dave Nicholas with that credit card that time?
Oh, the the credit card.
Yeah, old Dave, our mate who's just passed away, bless him. It's a good little story.
He had this. He had a credit card, and he went into a bank, and I'm not sure exactly what the gist of the story was.
It's a hologram, wasn't it?
It was a hologram on the card of William Shakespeare, and the girl. What did the girl? She said, "Have you got any ID or something?" And he said, "Well," and he said, "There's my card." He said, "There's my card." And she looked at the card and she said, "Well, I'm sorry, but it doesn't look anything like you."
Shakespeare, like, you know.
He looked at her like as if to say, "What are you talking about?" And he said, she said, "On the card," and she's doing all this like, and he said, "That's fucking William Shakespeare." He said, "That ain't me."
Ain't going to be me, is it? Yeah. Because years ago you used to have a little hologram in it to stop the old fraud.
Yeah.
And that's what it was, wasn't it?
That's it. And you could do it at certain lights.
She obviously thought he had his photo put in there.
Yeah, and she obviously looked at it and she caught the light and saw this this bald head and big, and mutton chop sideburns and that, and thought like, hang on a minute, this isn't you, like, you know. Outrageous.
Oh, mate.
Outrageous, mate.
Only Dave.
I mean, there was loads of so many stories, so many outrageous things that happened. I mean, I said to him one night about that, and he said, if I'd have known then what I know now, he said, I definitely would have had a camera crew following us around.
Yeah, definitely,
getting it on film, you know. I mean, just loads of stories.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one I got. This is really good. I mean, this is a film called 52 Pickup.
Weird thing is, they're all animated tonight, all the front of them.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it?
I thought it was Roy Schneider, look.
It's Roy Scheider.
Gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I love Roy Scheider.
I do, he's great.
He's been in some great films.
Blue Thunder was good.
Blue Thunder.
Jaws.
Obviously Jaws, yeah. French Connection. And he was in another really good crime thriller called The Seven Ups, which I got as well. But this is a film which I saw on video years ago, and I always liked it. And it disappeared without trace. And then when it came out on Blu-ray, I was toying with the idea, and in the end I thought, no, I'm just going to buy it because it's a good film, you know.
Yeah.
And basically, the story. It's written by a guy called Elmore Leonard, who wrote loads of crime novels.
Great name.
And he wrote a couple of films that Quentin Tarantino made, or one of his films was based on Elmore Leonard. I think it was Jackie Brown, one of those. But so Roy Scheider's like a businessman in it, and he has an affair, and these sleazy guys blackmail him, you know. But he turns the tables on them. But what's good about it is, once again, there's a lot of cameos in it of famous porn stars. Which makes it even more sleazy. But you'd know the actors in it. You know the actors. The actors are like the ones who play the ones who are trying to blackmail him. The minute you see him, you think, yeah, him. I know that guy. He always plays a crook, you know. But that Ron Jeremy's in it, you know.
He just got done for rape, hasn't he?
Did he? Yeah. Blimey, he's knackered now, and he's surely.
Well, you're not being funny. He must have had thousands of women. Why would he want to go out?
I know, yeah. Why would he want to mess around?
That's stupid.
Yeah, so he's in it, and that Ginger Lynn
Allen,
and because the film was made about 1988 or 89.
She was married to Charlie Sheen, wasn't she?
But there's on the disc. There's extras on the disc about the actual, like, you know, what do you call it? The people in it, you know, and they've slowed it all down so you can see them. Like, oh, this scene is there. This is so there's some real experts out there when it comes to this. You know what I mean? But yeah, but it's a good film. Roy Scheider. The woman in it is Anne Margaret. I wish I could remember the guy's name. The other guy. See, I've got to take my glasses off. It's crazy.
And that's
isn't it?
called 52 Pickup. That's called
Clarence Williams III. He's a black actor that was in a thing called the Mod Squad years ago.
Yeah.
John Glover, I think is the guy's name. Oh, that's it. And the other one in this is Vanity. Vanity. She was nice. She was a singer. She died now, but she was a singer. One of Prince's proteges.
Oh yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, Vanity.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
she was in a film called Action Jackson.
Yeah, with the bloke out of Rocky, wasn't it?
That's it.
I can't think of his name.
Carl Weathers.
That's it. Yeah, brilliant actor.
Yeah, she's been in a few films, and she's in that, and she's good in that, and she's been in a few other films. But so yeah, there you go. 52 Pickup. What else have I got here? Right. Okay. Yeah. This is.
Oh, British Film Institute.
This is good. This is. I haven't watched this yet. I just recently got that. I've got two others, but these were these were things that were put on at Ghost Stories for Christmas, and they're stories. I mean, that one's Charles Dickens, but most of them are written by a guy called M.R. James. But these were things that were put on back in the 70s at Christmas. Every Christmas there'd be like ghost stories.
Yeah, it's that sort of time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's my cousin's husband. He's the one who told me about these because he's older than me and he watched them first time round. I mean, I was probably too young to watch these because these are from like 1972, 73.
Yeah.
But they're really good and they're really eerie as well. I mean, they're like typical 1970s, you know, the actors in them. And
I love that. I love this old-fashioned sort of horror movie, British horror film.
It's really
great.
good. I mean, what's good is they're not long films. They might be on for like an hour but that one, The Signalman, that's Denholm Elliott, and then Peter Bowles is in another one, and the other ones I've got, one is called Whistle When I Come to You, and it's that actor Michael Hordern used to do the voice of Paddington.
Yeah.
And another one called A Warning to the Curious with that Peter Vaughan who used to be Grouty in Porridge.
Well, The Signalman, you know,
Yeah.
Charles Dickens got all of his stories from parts of London.
Yeah.
So I imagine he's gone when they started building the underground. Maybe.
Yeah.
He's thought, oh, you know, that's a good idea. I've seen someone coming out there. You know.
Yeah. I mean, most of these as well are set in. Nearly all of them are set in places like Norfolk and Suffolk, which have got a lot of history regarding ghosts and like weird stories in there, haven't they?
I like that.
So yeah,
I might have to check it out. But
yeah, definitely. I mean, I'll watch it, and then next week when I come round or the week after, I'll bring round. You can. I'll bring the others as well. I mean, there are a few of them on YouTube, but that one's not on there. So.
Well, I've been watching like The Bill.
Yeah.
On UK TV Play or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you know, I didn't realise how primitive it was.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like they're in the police station, and they're on the phone.
Yeah.
They've got a pencil and paper.
Yeah.
Not one computer in sight. And
yeah,
you're thinking,
I know. Yeah.
I didn't realise how old-fashioned this was.
I know, and it don't seem like it was that long ago that it was on. Really.
We were watching London's Burning.
Yeah, London's
and it's
Burning.
so bad. Like they were breaking into this house to put a fire out, and the bloke was going out with the axe and not even touching it. You know, and I'm thinking that you wouldn't notice that.
No.
You just think that's brilliant. You know,
yeah, I know what you mean. It's it is. It's like, you know, you watch any of those shows.
Yeah.
And you know, London's Burning, like you said, you know, The Bill, and they're all ITV, weren't they? All Thames
I love
TV.
it. Love it.
And I mean, that's, you know, we was only saying the other day, that's why we watch the odd episodes of Professionals and stuff like that, because you see the streets of London as they were, how you remember them.
And as you know, my cousin was in an episode. Up in Crouch End. Justin, if you're watching.
Yeah.
In your little black shorts and your t-shirt. I remember his mum buying them for him, like that, to get him a special outfit for the filming.
Some of the things that people find on there's a Facebook site called Weird British TV from the 70s to the 90s.
Oh yeah, it's the one you invite me to. Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's good because some people put things on there that you totally forgotten about, and other things that you remember. And the other day, someone put a thing on there. Does anybody remember the program called Johnny Jarvis?
Oh, I loved it.
And I was about to comment, and then I pressed the like button. I was about to comment, and I looked, and there was like 69 comments on there already.
Everyone.
So I thought, there's nothing I can say. It's all been covered, you know.
Yeah, but little do they know we've still got the box set.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then we saw Turner in Soho.
That's right.
Shout out to him.
That's it. Yeah, there you go.
See, the other thing as well, which a lot of people don't know about, is that we met Huggy Bear from Starsky and Hutch.
Unreal. One of the greatest days of my life. That was.
Yeah, it was. It was at the time when Starsky and Hutch was on Bravo, and they had a little thing in Covent Garden, and they had the car there, didn't they?
Yeah.
And a little trailer showing episodes of Starsky and Hutch.
Great.
And he was there, Huggy Bear, Antonio Fargas.
Couldn't believe it.
And he looked really good, didn't he?
Yeah.
He looked really
I
well.
remember there was a crowd of people around him,
Yeah.
and I hot-footed it right to the middle of it.
Straight in.
Yeah. I just put my hand right in the middle of the crowd.
Yeah.
I went, "Oh, Huggy, what did he say?"
He said something like, I don't know, something like,
"Hey, brother," or
hey,
something.
how you doing, bro? I was like, how you
Yeah,
doing,
he
brother?
shook my hand and that.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
All them years growing up in the 70s and that, and
I know.
like actually meeting him.
I know, yeah. It was great.
Antonio De Fargas.
Antonio, yeah.
Brilliant.
That time when he had his club, didn't he? The club that he had.
That's
and
right.
He said a glass of Huggy Bear Chateau 1975 or something.
That's it. And I'll see what other film he was in. With Teresa Russell.
Yeah.
Whore.
Yeah, that whore.
What
yeah.
film that is? You want to watch that?
Yeah.
It's really strong.
He's been in loads of stuff over the years. I mean, I've just recently been watching a few of the old episodes of The Streets of San Francisco on YouTube.
Great.
And I'm sure that he was in that, and other actors of the time, you know.
And as Gary was saying, the streets that you remember.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
know, that he went there and had a look
Yeah,
at
I
it.
mean, one particular episode I was watching one night, and I couldn't believe it because the action all took place right on the bit where we waited to get the tram, the cable car, to go into San Francisco, and the cafe opposite where they were questioning the person was where we went and had breakfast in there.
Mad.
And then also on the opposite side was the Cannery, which was a massive massive place there, like a shopping centre. But it used to be a cannery in the 1930s and 40s, like Del Monte or something.
Oh yeah, it'd been great, mate.
Yeah, brilliant, you know.
But I'll tell you what film, someone commented on the VHS website that I belonged to the other day about Salem's Lot. The original one with David Soul.
Yeah.
And it still gets me every time, the bit with the kid floating out the window and he taps on the window and you just think, oh. And there's another bit where he's sitting against this like basement door and he's having a rest, isn't he?
Yeah.
And in the background you can start seeing them all crawl towards him like, you think, oh, hurry up. But it still creeps me out, that film. I don't know why. It's something about it.
I think that the vampire in that was one of the best vampires.
A bit like Nosferatu, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, two scenes that, like you just said, that you remember that creep you out. There's another scene where that guy's in that prison cell and you see a hand go like that. Like a hand just waft across the bars, and then all of a sudden the face comes up all quick, you know. And then they're in the kitchen, aren't they? They're in the kitchen and he just appears out the corner, doesn't he? There's like a fight, he gets the dad and throws him.
But I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of films on Netflix lately, like horrors. We watched Wolf Creek and Wolf Creek 2 the other day. Yeah. And Wolf Creek 2 is so gory and it's so graphic that it's actually laughable.
Yeah.
You can't... It's a good film.
Is that the Australian one?
Yeah. But, you know, years ago you used to see a bit of gore and think, oh, gee, look at that.
Yeah, I know.
Now it's so over the top that it looks funny.
Yeah, I know.
Don't look right, you know.
It doesn't shock you anymore.
No,
and it's
really
also
weird.
like you said, it's so bad it's laughable.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, exactly. No.
I mean, like when you watch some of them, like Hostel 3, I think it is. He's like the second one is really quite gory.
Is that the bit where he goes near her head with a drill and it gets caught in her hair?
Yeah.
I can't watch that bit. It makes me feel ill.
I mean, that is gory, you know. But I know what you're saying. Sometimes it's so over the top. I mean, I saw that Wolf Creek too. I mean, I saw the first one, but it weren't too bad. But the second one was just mad.
Yeah, too much. Yeah, too much. Sorry, went off a tangent again.
Yeah, I've just got two more things here. Now, this is one I got the other day, and the cover leapt out at me. So I thought, and for what it was, a £5, I thought, yeah, got to have it. And it's called Lips of Blood.
God, looks like something out of the Angels.
It does, doesn't it?
Wow, look at that. That's a little find, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I love stuff like this.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Lips of Blood.
Quite a nice little find, gal.
Yeah. And
oof.
The the label it's on, Redemption. I've got some videos on that Redemption from like years ago. Lisa and the Devil, The Mask of Satan, Martin, that one by George Romero.
Yeah.
So obviously these are like, maybe they're going to be re-releasing them, I don't know. But that wasn't expensive, it was only about $5.
Well, it's interesting there.
When I read the back of it, I thought it sounded great straight away.
See what it says there? Have you watched it yet?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
It says mastered in HD from the original 35mm negative.
Yeah, so it should be good then.
Yeah.
And it's directed by a guy called Jean Rollin, who was like famous for making them sort of like 1970s vampire sort of like, you know, erotic vampire films basically. But
So it's erotic.
yeah, I think so. I don't know, but if you read the back of it looks interesting.
Here we go. When asked which of his own films was his favourite, Jean Rollin would name Lips of Blood. Oh, that ain't about the story, it's just about what he said. Oh, hang on.
Witches or something? Or?
Yeah, it tells the tale of a young man haunted by a photograph of an old castle near a beach, whose name and whereabouts he can never remember, and a woman in white who he sees again and again. Eventually he follows the woman to a cemetery where he unwittingly frees several female vampires who threaten to cause mayhem on the streets of Paris.
Yeah,
Great.
So it sounds good, doesn't it?
Paris has got quite a dark underbelly, isn't it?
Yeah. And what's good about Paris is it's still quite an old city.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when I went there a few years ago, like the subways have still got them same sort of subway signs.
Yeah, I like the Metropolitan.
That look, you know, Art Nouveau look.
Yeah,
they call
love
it.
that.
And loads of old buildings. I mean, they got that place there called the Pompidou Centre, and it's like a gasworks in the middle of like all these old buildings. You know, it's a weird looking thing.
Superb.
But yeah, I mean, Paris is like I said, it's very old. But yeah, I mean, that just jumped out at me, that cover, and I thought that could be good.
Yeah, that looks it, mate.
Yeah. And the last thing I got tonight.
Nice little selection, that.
Yeah, the last thing I got tonight is a CD.
Oh.
Which I got, and I pumped out and blasted out, and I know you'll approve. It is Mantronix.
Mantronix rocks the beat.
Music Madness.
Look at that. Oh, I do love Mantronix.
I pumped it out, I did. Now, I've never had the first Mantronix album, which is, if I remember correctly, was a white cover with Mantronix.
That's
in
right,
black lettering. That could be the second one, I don't know. Has it got Scream on it? But
Scream.
Yeah.
Well, interestingly, I've got the Mantronix album, the original white cover. My sister's got it.
Oh, right, that's it. Yeah, that's probably what I remember you saying before.
And my mate showed me his version, and I thought, well, it's different than mine. And what it was, I remember eating a fly with it, and it must have stuck to the front, and it splattered, and it looked like a paint. Someone had gone like that with paint. And I looked at it and I thought, it's going to be different than mine. It wasn't until I got home, and I thought, cleaned it. It was a fly.
Oh, it was a dead fly.
Yeah. So
a dead fly copy.
Mantronix. I love Mantronix.
Yeah, it's really good that as well. I mean, I bought that, like I said before the lockdown, and I pumped it out, and it's the label, because it's a UK one. It's on a label called 10.
Yeah.
But I think in the US it was on a label called Sleeping Bag Records.
It was Sleeping Bag. Yeah.
Sleeping Bag. And it had a koala bear on the label for some reason, but yeah, it's good, and there's some right raw drums on it, and loads of like, you know, scratching. It's great,
fucking brilliant,
good stuff.
Do love Mantronix rocks the beat.
Yeah,
just trying to think of the one that was on there. My favourite, something bass. Oh,
yeah,
can't think of the name of it now, but
yeah,
Mantronix I loved. Always used to play that when I was young in the
good
flats.
Stuff.
Yeah,
good
mate.
Stuff.
Yeah, so there we go.
Yeah.
First one back, nice little selection from Gary.
Yeah. I mean, I'm quite pleased with it actually. Quite pleased with that.
Well, we've all been locked down. He's still been, you know, grinding away.
Still been trying to. I mean, you know, I must admit that there's only so many records and films you can watch, you know, during the day.
Yeah.
When you're stuck in and can't go out.
You colour you, look. Like Judith Chalmers.
Yeah.
Look at me, look like a bottle of milk. My arms. Where you been?
Well, I mean, I must admit that years ago when I was cabbing, this arm was always brown. It was out the window, the typical cab's elbow, you know. And this one would be white, you know, with where your watch was, with that white bit, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I've caught the sun. But I suppose because I've been back to work a bit and I've been out in the sun a bit. Perhaps I don't know.
I'll do it all. You go on your little holidays.
Well, my holiday was cancelled this year. I usually go to Felixstowe.
That's why you like it up there.
And it was cancelled because we was going to go there and we would have been going there on VE Day, you know, that week of the celebrations. And I know loads of people that are really disappointed this year because all their holidays have been cancelled.
Yeah.
And,
Well, ours was a little breakaway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you know, you don't ask for much in life, do you? Have a little holiday or something a few days away.
Sure,
Couldn't
mate.
even do that.
No.
You know?
No. Who knows what the future holds? Hopefully we won't have a second spike
Yeah.
and we'll get away with it. But if all people are going to be stupid queuing up outside the pubs at 6 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
I can't make it out.
I heard a rumour tonight that the pubs were rammed up the road from here somewhere.
So we'll know in a couple of weeks' time whether it has or not.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I'll certainly be looking for alternative employment by the sounds of it.
Well,
if there is a second one.
This is the problem, isn't it? I mean, a lot of people won't survive another go. You know. I mean, they've already had problems with people with their business and everything.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I mean,
it's awful.
Especially people in the holiday, in the travel agents trade.
Yeah.
I mean, the airlines. I mean, it's always unforeseeable, really. It could happen, but let's just hope that it gets, you know, things get back to normal, and you know. But like I said, I'll watch that Lips of Blood, and the other one, the ghost stories, and report back on them.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Next week or the week after.
Yeah, as I say, hopefully we'll be back in the shed next week. It's a bit warm tonight, so
it's very humid actually.
we thought we'd sit up here and do it. A little bit of distance between us. No bite ups or anything tonight.
Got a drink and
no
that.
cuddling and that.
That's it. Yeah, no, that not allowed to. You know.
So you know, it's a bit awkward in the shed because you're a little bit close, aren't you? Hey, what's going on? Holding your lip.
Just shut me out.
Jack it, little.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, how can they enforce social distancing in the pubs when people get about eight pints of Stella down them?
So what, years ago, mate, there'd have been no social distancing with us.
I mean, there'd be no social distancing in the Sir George Roby if a fight broke out.
No,
I mean, apparently someone told me they've got one-way systems in the pub at the moment to go to the toilet.
Mate, when I used to get pissed, I couldn't find my way to the toilet, let alone follow a one-way system.
People are going to be going down the wrong aisles. You're going to get guys going in with a lady.
They're going to go, excuse me, mate, you can't go that way, and there'll be a fight and that.
Someone's going to push in.
So behave yourselves out there tonight if you're out there.
It's a disaster. Yeah.
Hopefully it all works out and people think, oh, you know, get it out of this system and they'll be alright.
Yeah. And then when we can all go back to just going to the pub normally, it'll be good, you know. But at the moment, if the weather's nice, sit in your back garden, have a few beers in your back garden.
That's it. That's if you've got a garden. Might be the flats.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's been the worst thing I think for a lot of people. I mean, no matter what our days you've had where you felt down, and you think about people stuck in a flat, you know, especially like, you know, small flats.
We're lucky.
Being in a
we're lucky, mate.
bed
We're
sits
lucky.
and things like that. And
we've got nothing to complain about if people are in
flats. To be
flats.
quite honest, you know, it could be worse, I suppose. But yeah.
But there you go.
Yeah.
Back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle again.
Yeah, nice to see you all, Wexley. Well, obviously we can't see you, but you can see us.
Yeah, and it's good.
A little bit of normality, girl.
Yeah, it's good to get back to some kind of normality. And yeah, hopefully we'll have another episode up and running soon.
Yeah, we will. We'll do it. You know, keep it going. You know, a couple of jokes here and there.
Yeah.
You know, I know that everyone's missed the jokes.
Yeah. Any? Can you think of any off the top of your head? I can't think of any.
I only got one earlier. It says, you know, if I know you're not supposed to say it, if dwarfs smoke pot, do they get medium or high? Don't know, do you? So that's something to think on. Just something to think on.
We'll have to start reading out a few Viz jokes on here.
Yeah, we'll have to.
You know.
Yeah, a couple of top tips.
That dog's doing our business and he's doing his business in their garden again.
Yeah, fantastic.
Big desk set up with all like phones and that and charts at the back.
It's one of the best. Anyway, brothers and sisters, we're going to call it a night there. It's coming up to 40 minutes now. I think we've bored you long enough.
Yeah.
But it's lovely to see you all, and I promise that will get cut.
It will be.
Ready for the next episode.
No more Bank of Harpo Marx.
Exactly. or Grange Hill from the 80s. Alright, fellas. See you soon. Hope you enjoyed it. Ta-ra.
Cheers.